Last chapter, after one kick, the community exploded, dividing into two. One side was saying Luffy was pressing Kizaru in base, actual stupidity by the way, and the other side was saying Kizaru blocked an attack from Luffy who tried to sneak him. Well, in today's video, we finally get to understand what would happen in a full clash between Kizaru and Luffy. What's up guys, Wes Gambly here, and in today's video, we'll be going over the contents of chapter 1092 of the One Piece manga. Is the Admiral agenda finished? Well, let's find out. If you're enjoying the One Piece manga right now, go ahead and subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Now, at the time of me writing this script, the TCB scans have not come out yet, so the translations I'd be reading out might not be exactly the same as what you probably read, but rest assured, it should have the same meaning. That is, if the translation is not but let's get into it. We start the chapter off with a flashback to yesterday at Mary Joie. The Celestial Dragons are shook at the fact that Kuma actually climbed his way up to the Holy Land, and so naturally, they ordered the guards to capture him. But they can't manage to restrain this mindless beast because apparently he's heading towards somewhere else. Where could this guy be going? Well, I was thinking Egghead Island. The reason I say this is because I'm pretty sure Ivankov's base is in the Grand Line, and so when Kuma tried to transport towards Egghead, he was stopped at the Red Line. And we all know you have to cross the Red Line to get to the New World, where Egghead Island is at. That's why Kuma was still trying to move after arriving at Mary Joie. He doesn't have anything to do with the Celestial Dragons. He's trying to get to Egghead Island. The reason why he's doing this is up to interpretation, but it would be cool if his body was trying to get his will back. Anyways, as they're trying to hold him down, Kuma uses Ursa's shock, damaging all the guards around him, but someone is stepping through the smoke. It's my goat, Akainu. Yo, not gonna lie, we gotta take a break to really admire my goat right here. This is the best dude in the Marines, my number one, my glorious Boo Boo Bear, my Akainu asks what the hell Kuma is doing, then continues on to note that the other day, it was the Revolutionary Army pulling up to destroy them, and now it's Kuma. In his own words, this is becoming quite the historic destruction incident. Clearly this is the case because I don't think anyone was brave enough to pull up on the Holy Land on smoke before the Revolutionary Army. Of course, the Straw Hat crew would do the same if they needed to, as well as maybe any other Yonko crew, but there has to be some props given to the Revolutionary Army, man. They really stepped up. One of the guards noticed that it's Sakapuki Bear and and another is being stomped on by Celestial Dragons, saying they're useless. He then brings up the fact that he ordered lobster for dinner but never got it, I suppose. I mean, it's either that or the fact that he ordered lobster in the first place, because if you don't remember, the Revolutionary Army destroyed Mary Joie's food supply. But another Celestial Dragon says stop thinking about food, fat ass, and is more focused on the fact that he got injured by Kuma, so he wants a Kainuki Bear to execute him. Akainu looks at Kuma and tells him that if they can't control him, they really can't have dangerous individuals like him being let loose. He then questions again what the hell he's doing, saying his mind should be nothingness by now, and literally takes half of his face off. Guys, this right here, this is why he's the GOAT. He's him. He's him. He's him. I cannot stress this enough. Kuma tries to run away and Akainu lets off a couple magma punches, one of them claiming bro's leg, and suddenly he disappears using his devil fruit. Akainu just stares menacingly at the place Kuma once was, and we enter a little flashback to when Akainu met Bonnie on that random island pre-time skip. In it, we find out that Akainu actually told Bonnie that Kuma let his mind go, and she was still in denial. The Celestial Dragons are pissed that Kuma got away, but Akainu truly doesn't care what they're saying. He just monologues. You're just a puppet now, who has lost everything, including your will and your mind. So where are you headed off to? Damn, I could watch this man monologue all day. That's my go. Anyways, we're back to Egghead Island and shit is still going down. The mission for the Marines outside is to destroy all the sea beasts, and the pacifistas are definitely helping with that. Some of the Marines have advanced into the island to occupy it, while Kizaru is already inside wreaking havoc. And speaking of Barcelino, he's fighting against Snake Man Luffy. Whoa, wait, what? I thought base Luffy was pressing Kizaru. Am I reading this right? Do my eyes need to be checked? What's going on here? Kizaru is blocking every attack. saying that Luffy is definitely the guy who defeated Kaido. Mind you guys, Kizaru has he has zero info on what the hell happened on the island, so for all he knows, Luffy is just stronger than Kaido. Kizaru doubles down saying he's formidable, but asks why the hell a pirate is trying to defend Vegapunk. Luffy reverses the question because he's confused as to why the guy who was literally working with Vegapunk is trying to kill him. Yeah, nah. This page was too cold. Kizaru hears Luffy claim that he wants to kill Vegapunk, and Kizaru repeats it, saying, "Kill him?" while he disappears into the distance. Luffy is shook, looking for where the hell Kizaru went, asking how far did he fly away. Kizaru, away from the island, says obviously he doesn't want to kill Vegapunk. After all, he knew him for a long time. And so Kizaru asks Luffy to get the f out of his way. Speed is power. He starts zooming towards Luffy at light speed. Luffy watches the damn attack get near him, and Kizaru kicks him to Narnia, through the giant robot and through the barrier, where we see an explosion. I'll have you remember, when Kizaru kicks Luffy through the robot, Kizaru gets a short flashback of Vegapunk describing it, saying it's humanity's giant robot of dreams. And the face he's making while reminiscing, it really reminds me of a situation where Kizaru really doesn't have the will to do such a thing and give up his autonomy to scum like the world government. Honestly, only time will tell, but I really do think that's where this is headed. Everyone is worried about Luffy. He's been sent outside the barrier. Lilith is more concerned about the robot of dreams, and they all wonder if the Sunny is okay. Also, what are these proportions? Frankie is not supposed to be that big. Anyways, Bonnie turns her attention to Kizaru. Kizaru says Bonnie grew so much and that kids sure grow fast, which once again brings up Bonnie's possible age. Now, I personally don't think this theory has ever been squashed, and honestly, we just continue going on and on trying to figure out if Bonnie is a fucking child or not. Kizaru's high ass is not helping. This is the most unserious statement we've ever seen, bro. Anyways, Kizaru tells Bonnie that his mission is in line with her desire to kill Vegapunk, but she informs him that her target has changed and tries to attack Kizaru. Kizaru hits an unserious dodge and literally kicks Bonnie outside of the barrier as well. As he's doing that, he continues to express his distress, saying that he doesn't want to hurt more people that he knows. Guys, please keep this in mind that Bonnie just got sent through the barrier as well. Just keep that in mind for later. Frankie, in response to this, charges up a radical beam, but Kizaru disappeared. But immediately after Kizaru disappears, Frankie figures out that the only place he'd be heading to would be to Stella, so he calls up Usopp. In the Labo-Phase command room, Usopp asks Frankie what the hell happened out there. At the same time, Stella and Atlas manage to crack the code to the defense system. York's bum ass is still laying on the floor cursing them out, and Stella goes on to try to inform Frankie about the dome situation. As Frankie is about to respond with the news, Kizaru all of a sudden is in front of them, telling them their escape plan has foiled and he destroyed the robot of dreams. Kizaru had his whole speech before anyone even noticed he was there, and Kizaru starts another piece of dialogue. He says that Stella has to understand that it's a tough mission for him as well, and he doesn't want it to drag on for too long. As Kizaru was saying that, it's as if Stella noticed something. Bam! In a huge panel, we get a huge Luffy grabbing Kizaru and saying that it hurts. Everyone's eyes pop out except Kizaru. Mind you, this isn't a means to glasses, as Usopp literally has shades on and his eyes popped out. I don't know what this means, but hey, more agenda to me. Kizaru is definitely shook. He's literally sweating. Obviously, under normal circumstances, I would have been argued against it, but I don't want to be a hypocrite because yeah, a couple chapters ago, I was gassing Luffy sweating. He says it finally appeared, so this is the rumored, as he looks at this huge pirate grabbing him. Luffy tells him, "How dare you send me flying all the way down? I crossed the border 2 times. I thought I was gonna die." And in the last 2 panels, the effects from the Drums of Liberation seem to awaken the Iron Giant we met some chapters ago. And the chapter ends. Now, before we rate the chapter, I have to go over a few things. 1. I saw immediate discourse about Luffy's statement here saying that he thought he was going to die. One side of the spectrum is saying that Kizaru almost made Luffy die, and the other, they're saying Kizaru did no damage and it was the barrier that almost made him die. To the second side, I ask, are y'all dead ass? Bonnie just got sent through the barrier. If she's not dead, you have 0 leg to stand on. The reason I say this is because if Kizaru actually did no damage like y'all said he did, shouldn't an explosion with such force that it could almost kill Luffy if used twice automatically kill fodder like Bonnie? Oh wait, no. Y'all talk about the barrier that did no damage to Kaku? Honestly, this just sounds like blind agenda pushing. And 2, the fact that people are arguing that Kizaru is a fraud for doing nothing to Luffy. But to that I ask, did he send himself into the barrier? No, Kizaru did. Using your surroundings is not an anti-feat. But anyways, what did y'all think of this chapter? I'd give it a cool 9 out of 10. The big battle really begins. But again, what did you guys think? Make sure to comment your thoughts and you might be used for the next video. And make sure to subscribe while you're at it. You're doing both of us a favor. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.